my final question then. So we've discussed obviously all the MVPs over the last 20 years. And apart from that kind of, early 2000s period where you had Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett, and then later Dirk Nowitzki, it's all been guards or small forwards. And in the last 3 years, we've had Giannis, Jokic, and then all three of the front runners this year are arguably centers. In today's NBA, Giannis is really center. He's played center all year because Booker's been out. So I will just say he's a center, even though they've got listed as power forward, whatever.
Interesting.
Basically, my question is, what does this mean? Because one of my theories would be that the guard pool is, while they're being beat out at the top end, there's a lot of really good guards. So it's difficult to shine when your competition is so good. Whereas those top three centers are a lot better than your average. That's my theory. I don't know what you guys think.
Ed, do you want to go first?
I was going to say, you're calling them flat track bullies, which is what it sounds like.
I jump in and say, I think I'm going to take the approach from this standpoint is that from a sports science perspective, you've got a lot fitter centers now than say 20, 30 years ago. And that's probably impacted it too. They're a lot more fitter, they're a lot more technical, they're a lot more athletic. And that does help. Whereas probably 20, 30 years ago, your guards, obviously a lot smaller, naturally, probably going to be a bit more able to move around the court quicker. Now you're seeing 7-foot guys just go across the court and just finish it. You see that 20, 30 years ago.
Well, playing more games. You don't see, obviously you get the Greg Odens, but they're out there. They're doing the work. That's a good point.
Doesn't mean a thing, bro.
No?
It's just a coincidence. It's also a nod towards positionless basketball. Exactly what Matt was saying with the centers, they could do multiple things. Jokic is essentially a point guard. He is a guard. He can do so much of what they can do. He just moves differently, and he's obviously not as agile. But that's nothing wrong with him. He's still a sensational player. Before Harden came in, Embiid was running the point. He was initiating the offense. And then you've got Giannis. You know what he can do coast to coast. I don't think it's a case of the centers being voted for. It's more of a case of this is where the league's at right now. To be an elite player, you have to do so much. And these centers can initiate the offense. And it's absolutely ridiculous, the fact that you have these players who can just drive down the lane like Giannis and it's over.
Or Embiid's running the break at his size.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Nothing you can do about it. That's what I would say.
Okay. And to piggyback off that then, obviously, traditionally in the draft, people say pick the wing with the big upside because that's what's going to get you the most. You're saying doesn't matter, pick the best player.
Yeah, always pick the best player available. With wings, they're quite expendable at the moment. You look at the Atlanta Hawks, who have an influx of wings that they've just got rid of. So many wings. And with taking the best player available, yes, it comes down to fit, but it also the skill set and being able to do a multitude of things rather than just one separate role is really going to elevate your franchise, I think.
Alex, I'd love to see Orlando do draft best player available and get Chet Holmgren so we can put out a starting lineup. Chet, Bol, Mo Bamba, Jonathan Isaac, and Wendell Carter. Oof! What a starting five.
Huge.
Defense would be insane.
It'd be
Go on.
I was going to say it's like that Denver lineup where they just didn't have enough players, so they had Jokic starting up. They literally played 5 centers on the court, Bol, Jokic, I think Willie Cauley-Stein might have been on the team or something rubbish like that. It was just a totally random lineup of centers.
I just want to say the Pelicans have improved their starting lineup and they've added loads of length. They've had Herb Jones and Jackson Hayes into the starting lineup to, get rid of CJ's
defensive weakness.
Yeah.
Defensive deficiencies, yeah.
Exactly. Length is the way to be active on defense. Just put a bunch of lengthy players in and you're good.
Yeah. So people like Matisse, who's got like a 7'1" wingspan. He's just like poking the ball out, and you're like, what is this go-go gadget? Like,
yeah.
No, like it a lot. Ed, you got anything else to round us out?
No, I just want to talk about Bol, but yeah, no.
Bol, not in the MVP conversation. Maybe will be one day. All right.
I see him on the bench for Magic games. Like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot he plays for us. Like, but yeah, he's injured. But I completely forgot he still exists. But yeah, no.
The only MVP discussion that ends with Bol. That's all we got for you. We'll catch you again next time.